What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and welcome to How To Tame, where I will be going over every tameable dino in Ark and the best way to tame it. So today we are going to be covering this guy right here. Now I call it a Doedicurus. That's probably not how you actually say the proper name, but I call it a Doedicurus or a doedic or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we're going to be concentrating on this little really cool oh, we just took a poo. That's a giant poo for such a small dino, right? So anyway, the best way to tame it obviously is to knock it out. So boom. Now we really need to knock this out before it curls up into a ball. There we go. Because this has got a lot of armor. So due to their high torpor stat, Doedicurus are hard to knock out and can withstand a large number of trank arrows. They take 90% reduced torpor and damage while they are curled up and not moving. That means when they retreat into their shell and they're not moving, they take 90% less torpor and damage. So if you just got normal arrows and you're trying to knock this out and it's curled up, you're going to have to put a lot into it to knock it out, especially in its curled up position. But anyway, we've knocked this one out pretty darn quick because of the server I'm on. But this is going to take a long time if you're trying to knock one of these out and it kills up. That's just to be aware of. But anyway, so its favourite food, well, its favourite kibble is dillo kibble. So put some dillo kibble on if you can. To make the dillo kibble, you'll obviously need 1 dillo egg, 1 citronal, 1 cooked meat jerky, 2 major berries, and 3 fibre, which can be cooked in a cooking pot or the industrial cooker. That is not the only way you can tame it though. With the kibble, you can tame it other ways. The most common way to tame this is with berries, but you don't just have to use berries. You can use vegetables, which are more effective. They'll tame it quicker. There we go, 1 kibbolette. So yeah, any of the 4 vegetables, then it's major berries, then it's just any other type of berries itself. But if you're trying to tame a 150 like I am here and you're on an official server, it's going to take roughly about 34 of the kibbles. It's going to take a lot to tame a 150 on an official server. It really is. And the amount just goes up when you're trying to feed it major berries or any other vegetables. It's just going to take a long time to tame a 150 up. So, what are doedics good for? They're good for a really good use. They really are. But actually, if you think about, if I think about it, sorry, they're good for 2 things. They are very they're not maneuverable, but it has a system where it can go in a straight line for a long time. And I'm going to show you once it actually gets up. So you can ride these, obviously. I did have the saddle in my inventory. Are you going to get up, please? Food's going down very slowly. So yeah, you can get a saddle for the doedic, and it unlocks at level 34. And you craft it in a smith there. And as you can see, I've actually got one in my inventory already. So that is what it looks like. I'm just waiting for it to eat its next kibble, and it should be tamed up. Come on. Come on. Now. No, okay. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. So, right, now, whoa. Now my stats are turned up for this, so if this doedic is going to run really fast, don't be alarmed. The only problem is with the doedic, it can't get berries itself, which is sort of a pain in the butt because that is what it eats. It may swing its tail and stuff, but it doesn't harvest its own berries. That's the sad point. But it has got two really good points. Let me just harvest some berries right here so I can stop. So I can just put it in its inventory and just happily eat all the berries. Right. Okay, so its first really good attribute is it is a stone harvester, and it can harvest stone for days. Yes, I mean days. Especially if you pump a lot of weight on these, it'll just constantly harvest stone for you, which is really, really nice. No, I don't want that one. I'm going to pump some weight on it now, and I'm going to tell you about its special feature. Because this is a dino that's meant to harvest a certain item in the game, its weight of that certain item is reduced. So in this case, its item that it's meant to harvest is stone. So stone, the weight of stone is reduced in its inventory. As you can see, 100 stone is only weighing 12.5. We put it into our inventory and it weighs 50. So that's like a 75% decrease in weight while the stone is in the doedic's inventory, which is really, really nice. So that means if you pump some weight, you can harvest and store a lot of stone just in your doedic, which is really nice. It seems taking stone into your base and filling up one of your storage things, whatever you use for storage, and just wasting the space when you can just keep the stone on the doedic, and you can just fit absolutely tons and tons of stone in it. And if you got a lot of weight, I know I keep saying, if you got a lot of weight, you can go out on one big harvest run, then you probably wouldn't need stone for a good while. But doedics are also good because you don't have to be on them to gather the stone. No, you could make a little pen around a massive stone area that's filled with nothing but stone, and you can enable wandering. So let's go to, what is it? Behavior, enable wandering. And I really hope this does it. It should go straight to the rock, swing its tail, and boom, it gathers the stone for you. No questions asked. And it, well, obviously, wandering is what it says. It'll wander around, and if it comes close to a harvestable rock, it will then harvest that rock and gather the stone for you automatically. So you could build a big pen around a massive area that you know it's going to be safe when you pen it in, because nothing can get in, and it'll just go around harvesting stone for you. And then you could come back and on a different dino that's got a ton of weight, come back, stop it, get all the stone off it, then just let it loose again, and it's a constant harvesting machine when it is on wandering, which is really, really cool. That's a really, really cool feature. Now we just got to get it to stop because these are really fast. Behavior, disable wandering. So yeah, we have got a hell of a lot more stone now. But that is not the only feature. Like I did say, there is another feature, and you saw it slightly when I mistakenly pressed the button, but boom. It is this roll function. It is an absolutely cool function. It does get stuck once it hits something, but if you've got a straight line that's nothing, where there's nothing in your way, you don't have to touch any buttons on the controller. I can put my controller down. I don't even hear this. That was me just putting my controller down. I'm not pressing any of the buttons. My doedic is just rolling. I'm not holding anything. I'm not touching anything on the controller. Well, I did then to move the camera so you can see a bit better. But this is a really cool feature. It just keeps going. It might bump into stuff, but as long as it doesn't stop it, it'll just bounce off sides and everything. It is a really cool feature for trying to get around somewhere. You could build a track that the doedics could go on, that as long as it doesn't hit something that will stop it, it'll just carry on going, which is really, really cool. So let's. I want to try and go back down this hill, past all these T-Rexes and stuff, in one swoop. And I'm gonna put my controller down. I'm gonna see what happens. Let's see if we make it to the bottom of the mountain. Now the camera angles. I just killed that from rolling into it. Pretty cool, right? It is really, really cool. But that stopped me, so it's boom! I just killed that saber-tooth. Awesome. Now the only feature that I would love to see, but I doubt they're ever going to implement it now, is that when a doedic is meant to harvest stone, right? So when you hit a harvestable stone when you're in the ball form, it should get rid of it. In my eyes, it should smash into it and just get rid of it completely. Maybe it doesn't pick up the stone, but it should be able to smash through like trees and rocks. That's just my personal opinion. Where am I? I'm lost. Have I gone all the way down yet? I don't know. No, I don't think I have. Yeah. Bye bye. Woohoo! That's gonna hurt my doedic, so let's get off. Yeah, I love the doedic. It is one of my favourite dinos, especially for harvesting purposes. There are a couple of the utility dinos that are really, really cool to have, and are like really must-have dinos to put in your base, to build a base, and to just store stuff in general, because certain things that they harvest way less in their inventories, so you don't have to go clogging up all your storage at your base just to store this certain material. I'm just going to whack all these berries on. Get rid of all these. So yeah, that is the doedic, as I call it, the Doedicurus, or however you pronounce it properly. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Don't need any narco berries. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. So yeah, that's the Doedicurus. It's really, really cool. It is a really cool dino, and believe it or not, if you put enough speed into it and stuff, it's actually pretty fast in the water. That's just another quick tip. So that is it. That's all about the doedic. Really cool. I really love the dino, and that is how you tame it. That's his favourite food and everything. So I hope you found it informative. I hope it helps you out now. And if it does, don't forget to show that like button, who's boss, by punching it in the face. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And as always, mortals, don't forget to share it with your family and your friends and around the world. But that is it. I am Mortal T, and I out.